Okay, Gaothaire Heights or Forest of Silent Winds. I don't like the forest. Our army is not fit for forests. I'm not sure how much of a forest it is. But Gaothaire Heights. That's an excellent scenario to take, probably. Okay, the Council of Five has learned that Malek is attempting to open the Abyss of the Dead at Black Iron Keep. This would loose upon the world untold numbers of specters and undead creatures. You must reach the keep and stop this evil before such a calamity strikes. Okay, this actually is potentially an interesting. It at least sounds. Waxmore. Haha, lovely name. Okay. Weeping Stone Altar. Temple of Despair. Oh, this is likely something unique. Oakspire Cairn. Yes. Ooh, that's a potential amulet of resistance. Although usually these potential amulet of resistances have turned out to be nothing. Nothing at least. Not amulet of resistances anyway. So I'm not really getting my hopes up this time either. Oh, we need to defend this place. That's bull crap. We should really take that down. 1, 2. Archers. King's Knights. King's Knights. And Thunder Thread. Yeah, you'll go there. Volunteer. Cavalry. You know, it's just a nightmare, isn't it? There. "18 turns. Okay, this is that isn't too much. A fairly large map. I can't keep. I'm expecting a ton of undead creatures. There seems to be a road here, and it spreads here. The interesting targets are here, here, and here, so we don't have to deviate to try to get them all. What I do need to know is what's up here. Very experienced undead creatures with magical weaponry. A very experienced Ochre Knights. You need to send something there. A lot of magical items on them. Scout around, please. Firebar. Machine guns on a floating disc. That's what it looks like. No. Need to attack that one first. We can attack. That defense didn't last long. Could you get the tower? That is good. Now we at least secured our immediate surroundings. There won't be an army popping up there. There might be there. I'm sort of hesitant to send a large fort there immediately because it might start buying troops there. That's gonna be a disaster, and then we have to divert a lot of troops there. Under trade. This isn't good at going over rivers, but the movement is good enough. What we really need to try to secure quite fast is the crossing point of that river. We don't want the enemy to block it. It's very tight anyway to get here. It's probably better to send some heavy infantry here and just go across the river. We all try to go through the road. It's the immediate bottleneck. Everything just bogs down. Now we at least secure a place here. We'll go forward. Everything we got. We'll kill the druid with the flying units. We'll keep the crappy hero units here. I don't want to, frankly, I don't want to waste time moving them, and we do need to protect that. So if we lose that, I think we might lose the mission outright. But at no point can the enemy capture that. See how our newly purchased cavalry does here. What kind of magical items do you have? Forms. I'm sort of curious to see what the range is. Ooh. I didn't do anything. I'm mostly interested in using it as an anti-aircraft weaponry anyway. I didn't expect it to be effective against infantry. The defenses are in general much more tougher than the air units. At least to these type of attacks. Move forward. King Druid. Even this volunteer unit army has gained 3 shields during this campaign. Quite nice. We want to engage them in combat. We do. They don't have any archers here that could really respond to us. Yeah, interception. I'll have to be a bit careful with the newly purchased cavalry, they are very inexperienced in compared to the rest of the army. And they're cavalry, so they're not heavy infantry, they can't take the same kind of punishment. They're still very sturdy, so it'll require something quite heavy to dislodge them. And they are very powerful right from the start. And no regrets in buying them. I want to go and harass them. They're fairly experienced war shield armies, so especially those ogre knights might kick our ass quite badly. I'll think about it. I don't think I'll go next to the town, hoping we can prevent it from buying units there. It's gonna be very hard pressed to drive them off at least. If these guys manage to attack, it'll just move here or here. So it still will prevent any purchase of reinforcements there or deployment of reinforcements there. We need to kill this archer with our flying units, otherwise we'll get bogged down here. So we don't even need to kill it, we just need to drive it away from that. We do intend to kill it. Same with that one. We need to drive it somewhere else. Yeah. Okay, this is going fairly well for us. What's your magic item? Sling, so that's a skirmish bonus. We should have no trouble punching through there now. I want to see what the thunder threat does. It should be fairly well. Again, they aren't the best in any kind of a city fight or that. They're in clear terrain fights, they're good charging enemies, and this is very inexperienced unit anyway. Heavy infantry is what you need to do this. That's why I don't really like to take too much cavalry, because at some point you'll have to do the actual fighting in the fortified positions, and if you only have tried to go through it with cavalry, that's went badly. The amount of casualties you'll take is excessive. A lot of magical weapon equipped undead. That seems to be the theme here. Which isn't exactly surprising, that's what the mission description was. Horde of undead. We want to leave that general here. I don't think that's warranted. We're just going to plow forward without thinking too much where we're gonna position our troops. We are protected from magic. Don't care. Don't care about the creepers. So a fairly ineffectual round for them. We still want to sort of expand here. Don't want to get bogged down. Not against these. Yeah, someone needs to go. Doesn't have to be. We want to keep the scouting units somewhat close to the actual front. These two should have no trouble dealing with that. Actually, this is in some ways a lot better than resting, because I can use it even when I move. Very powerful ability, the Resurrected. So what now? These don't seem to be suffering too much from anything. 41 armor at full. We'll have 42 and it's a cavalry. Yeah. But this will have, what, 45? So mechanical units, ridiculous amounts of defense. On the other hand, if you don't take care of the magical weakness they have, they're almost useless. Oh, I think we need to move the aerial units first this time. Need to make room. I want that archer. Right. That should get us room here, yeah. Now we have a little bit of room to maneuver units in place. Could the cavalry take care of that? Do you have a shield? I do like the noise they make too. Just have to push a little bit forward, have a line here so no one can get won't get ganged on. Dispel. I tried to dispel undead. That's a death trap. If I block this guy could be in serious trouble. Let's not do that. Surviving those cavalry charges is gonna be tough, even without the fear of having to surrender. Archers are totally useless. I guess if you could sort of try to loot boots of mobility, then they could be useful. But even then, I don't know. Because there is the surrender mechanic, I would still not want to use them. They're sort of built into that your army is just even more vulnerable. Okay, now our rear is... There's no point in holding back. We'll try to secure these targets. There's enough troops going from the center, so we don't have to pile everything there. I don't see that we're in any kind of real trouble here. As long as we don't do anything really stupid. Yeah, we need to attack this cavalry. There's too much of it. Okay. Another locations. How do we want to fight against these? I'm not sure about bringing in skirmishers yet. We should push them a little bit first. We want to hit them so they can't form a cohesive attack on any of our units. Now we can sort of start harassing them. You'll get that. Weeping Stone Altar. Yeah, magical sling. That's the worst skirmish weapon. $110 gold, totally useless. We have no use for research anymore. Book of Hiding. Yeah, totally useless. Magical bow. I want a skirmish weapon or a normal weapon. A sword would be just fine. That's fine. Again, we need to get rid of the more normal weapon attacks on some units. We simply have to get rid of them. Well, we don't, but it's... You can choose, I feel you can choose one of two options. Either you do this quick loading thing, where you lose maybe a second or two before you load and try again, or you'll take the increased risk of losing your troops, and that means redoing turns all over and over. I'm not sure how big that threat really is on normal difficulty. That's bad. Bad. Come on. I'll take the goddamn bow at this point. I just don't know who I'm gonna give it to. No, I'm not taking Storm Staff. Isn't particularly powerful. Maybe it's against in some situations, but so far. I guess even the staff. Well, no, the staff sling isn't. I mean, the sling isn't any good. It should be a staff sling at least. God, Christ. One thing that we really have no use for. I think I'll take the money at this point. I don't want to keep doing this. I'd rather take money than a sling. The problem with sling is that it's so weak that any other item, basically, a magical weapon would be better. So it's very unlikely that we'll end up using it. We'll take the money just so we can move on. But that alone isn't good enough, so we need to clean up this cavalry business here. It also opens up. We can make sure that they are in no condition to mount a proper attack anymore. This is the problem here. I think I'll move flying units first. You need to die. Ooh. You could also die. I'm primaring the wizard because we're in so tight formation that the potential amount of targets he can target with those spells is quite vast. Now we can attack these with relative safety even. Okay. Didn't hurt us too badly. Oh, yeah, didn't hurt us at all. Again, they're mainly harming themselves. That's the benefit of light cavalry. You're gigantic pain in the ass kill. No reinforcements can be bought here either. Things are looking better and better. They can mainly buy new troops where our main army is headed. I don't think we want to send a lot of forces here. Yeah, this charges this makes is fairly powerful. We're sort of breaking formation at this point. We're more interested in wounding them than killing them. Just pushing them back. And now they can't buy anything there either. So yeah, they lost control of this area. Ground forces have moved. We're taking it up pretty easy with the flying in it. Normal bleeding business. Yeah, I don't think they can mount a proper offensive at this point. Ooh, Flying Dragons are in danger. Luckily their 4th unit couldn't attack, so that saved our ass. And everyone's raised from the dead. The praise part really is that it even heals the wounded, so you don't have to have dead to take full advantage of that ability. Oh. broke us. We're just a bit more vulnerable to enemy attacks at this point. Quite a bit more vulnerable. Not a minor thing. If you are broken, you don't want to fight with that unit. Trying to go into any kind of heavy fighting will just result in you dying. Ooh, we lost half of our health there. Having those bows on these guys isn't a bad thing. It offers quite a bit of flexibility in what you can do. Okay. Fingers crossed for an amulet of resistance on that temple. We should get it unless it's some kind of a special location that's predetermined to have something. Yeah, temple walls are hung with dark tapestries, depicting souls suffering indescribable torments. Behind the tapestries, though, you find several niches filled with gold. I'm hoping for anything else but gold. I'm sorry, gold. Yeah, it seems we get a random amount of gold. So I'm not gonna waste time trying to load that. There's a possibility we could get something else, but there's a site there we need to go. We'll try to get killed for the Phoenix Knights. They are solo on experience. Attacks and kills. I'm not quite sure what are all the things you can get experience from. Because it's not just kills. There's a much more refined system in place. I'm just note at the point that you actually have to be in combat to gain any experience. It might even get when you get your units wounded, or when you adjust attack, or pretty much anything combat related. But guys who aren't in combat aren't getting any experience, so it's directly related in combat actions. That's not something unexpected, but sometimes in these games you get sort of a participation reward, I guess. So as long as you bring the unit to a battle, you get something. This doesn't appear to be one of those games. Either you use it or there's no improvement happening. Fight is over. I think I'll just let most of our units stay where they are. Air Force. That defense isn't gonna last long. Yeah, they're in no position to offer any kind of resistance, really. We leave it at that. Yeah, it heals all his units, but it's too little too late. Not good enough. Okay, can we end this now? Glyphs inscribed on the megaliths relate the tale of Hawkspire. Hawkspire, one of the first heroes to defy the Shadow Lord. Since his death, the name Hawkspire has been a battle cry for freedom. Hearing his story increases your unit's will to carry on the fight. Okay, that's cool and all. We have Phoenix Knights. Wounded Phoenix Knights. Great, you're dead. And I will end. You thwart Malak's machinations and seal the abyss of the dead before its evil can escape. A messenger informs you that additional resources are available, including 300 gold. New archers, new siege engines, new spellcasters. And our final archer was there. Did we get any magical items? I think we got gold. A 3 better defense, 3 better attack. And that's it. Now, I don't think we got magical items. We got money, a moral boost for 1 unit, and what's the third thing? A random amount of money. Yeah. So there's no point doing any management. The units to buy. It's so many. I don't know what I would do if I actually got more amulet of resistances. I really don't. Maybe even a bombardier. The siege engines are ridiculously weak. At least they have a range of 4. Hey, but I have no intention of buying even a single one. Whip River Valley or Scar Valley. So one of these, and then there's the final mission, I think. So, but yeah, that's for another time. We have 10 missions done on this continent, so it's something like 12 to complete the entire continent. Hopefully this is basically the maximum the final continent also contains. Because even here there were a few sort of random missions, and although they aren't long and they're easy to go through, they also, at this point, they're pretty much unnecessary because we have everything done, so there's no point delaying this. If we wanted these, we would have invested resources in them long ago. Yeah, so I'm not really interested in fighting those random maps anymore. I will make the decision which scenario to play when we play next.